again. You know, we're doing our thing, woo to woo. But hey, want to go live right quick. Want to start jump back and get back on my lives, man. You know, I kind of got away from it, so we want to get back to into that. Checking some of these customers coming up in here. But the topic of the day is real quick. Dallas could be going having back-to-back playoffs. First time since '06, '07. It's been a long time. That's when you had what Wade Phillips was the coach, and we remember that '06 season. We remember the '07 season with Tony Romo, and we remember all that. We thought we was going to the Super Bowl that year, and it didn't happen. But at the end of the day, what's up, C. Burleson? What's up, Rev Rebel 95? What's up with everybody in the building? Um, but yeah, first time Cowboys. Dallas are currently 8-3, and unless by some train wreck happens, they won't make the playoffs. Right now, they're a fifth seed. I definitely feel like they're going to make the playoffs. And like I said, this is going to be the first time since '06, '07 Dallas will have back-to-back playoff appearances. That's good. So the topic of today is Mike McCarthy deserves some credit. Okay? Hey, I miss you too. That's why we on here right now, big dog. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody in the building. But what I really like about it is, like I said, when Mike McCarthy was not the head coach of the Green Bay Packers and they were getting rid of Jason Garrett, Mike McCarthy was my guy. I was screaming him from A1 day one. What's good with you, Paul? How you doing, big dog? You know, we just talking that Cowboys football. You know what I'm saying? But when he got let go of the Packers and Jason Garrett was gone, that was the guy I wanted. He was the guy that was a nemesis for Dallas. Obviously, we saw Green Bay still beat us without him, but he was the nemesis. He was the guy. What's up, sis? How you doing? Love you. He was the nemesis, and I like Mike McCarthy. You know what I mean? So I wanted him as the coach. We saw obviously the first year was not good, but that was a COVID year. You know, Dak Prescott, you lost your quarterback the whole year. You were playing roundtable. You played Ben DiNucci. You play Andy Dalton. And you see what Andy Dalton is doing in New Orleans, right? He still ain't good. You feel me? And he was overrated in Cincy, but I would took him as a backup. But as we saw, first year 6-10, but look at the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Look. 12-5 last year. They had a nice season. We saw what happened in the playoffs. We didn't like that. That we didn't like the way it ended. It left a bad taste in my mouth. And I felt like coming into this season, Mike McCarthy was going to be a lame duck coach. Now, if you saw the season before everything really happened in this season, I think I liked about Mike McCarthy was this. When all that talk was going around with Sean Payton and blah, blah, this coach and, you know, Mike McCarthy's this and Mike McCarthy's that, he still stayed the course. You feel me? He still stayed the course, and I appreciated him for that. And when you look at this season, especially when Dak Prescott, after that terrible loss against Tampa Bay, and Dak got knocked out for those games, you saw that this could be one of those same seasons. A lot of us felt, oh, here we go again. Same old thing. We knew the season was going to be a train wreck. But look what he did. He righted the ship. I know you got the Dan Quinn and the Kellen Moore, and I feel like he's controlled Kellen Moore to a sense. He's controlled him because I feel like he's guided him a little bit better than what he did last year. You feel me? Not letting him be more reckless, having him more under control this season. So I think that's good. What's up, C-Los? How you doing, man? But when I see this, and I appreciate that comment right there, but when I see this, what's up, Los? When I see this and what's happening, I am like, okay, because remember, Cooper Rush, I didn't believe in no Cooper Rush, okay? I was wondering why they kept Cooper Rush on the team, okay? I was wondering why they kept him on the team, okay? I'm like, what is Cooper Rush ever doing? He ain't never won no game except last year. His one start, he had the one win in Minnesota. But when you look at it this year, when Dak Prescott hurt, a lot of people felt the season was over. And for him to right the ship, I didn't think Cooper Rush was going to win no games. I'm going to keep it real. I did not think Cooper Rush was going to win no games. And he won 5 games for Dallas, played very well. They condensed the offense. They made it manageable. The defense took over. They started running the ball more. I like that. That's the coach. That wasn't Kellen Moore doing that, right? That wasn't Kellen Moore doing that. Dallas, like I said, is like 7th in the league in rushing right now. I don't think that's Kellen Moore pushing the run game, okay? Like I said, Dallas is 5th in the league in rushing attempts. I think that's your boy Mike McCarthy saying, well, this is what we need to do as of this time, and this is the route we're going to go. And he even said it. So I'm giving Mike McCarthy credit. When's the last time, again, Dallas had back-to-back playoff appearances? Okay? Back-to-back 10-win seasons. When's the last time that happened? Somebody pull that up for me because I didn't get that info. But when's the last time Dallas had back-to-back 10-win seasons? You feel me? So when people are dogging Mike McCarthy about this or trying to replace him with Sean Payton, when you look at his career record, it's right on the lines of Sean Payton. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't think Sean Payton's going to make some miraculous difference up in here, okay? Because they're still going to keep Kellen Moore. I don't think they're going to get rid of him, Kellen Moore. If they got rid of Mike McCarthy, they're still going to keep Kellen Moore, and he's still probably going to be with Sean Payton. So my thing is, I want Mike McCarthy to succeed in these playoffs. You know why? Because I like him as a coach. He's doing something we ain't had in Dallas in a long time. They're having back-to-back winning seasons. We went through all that BS with Jason Garrett. We kept on being mad when Jason Garrett took over. How many playoffs did we miss? And then we did make the playoffs, it was miss the playoffs. Make the playoffs, miss the playoffs. Make the playoffs. Now you got a coach who has back-to-back playoff appearances, I believe, because I don't think Dallas is going to falter. So he deserves credit, man. He deserves credit for righting the ship. A lot of us thought Dallas was going in the tank, especially with Cooper Rush, especially with the teams that we were getting ready to play. So you got to give Mike McCarthy that credit that he has righted the ship. He kept the course. He made Kellen Moore condense that offense down some to where you're going to start featuring a Tony Pollard more. Because remember, he wasn't getting featured last year. Tony Pollard's having a career year right now rushing. He's going to be a first year. He's going to get 1,000 yards. I think Mike McCarthy deserves that credit. I think Mike McCarthy deserves that credit that keeping this team together. You didn't see him wigging out, okay? Okay, you didn't see him falling off and the team just fell off. No, he got together. He got this team together. He put the players in the best position to succeed. And look, Dallas is rolling, okay? So what could really be the cherry on the top? Do something in these playoffs. And this is another thing I'm going to say. While Aaron Rodgers, I get it. He was saying that they weren't getting along. The offense was sour. It was boring or whatever. But all I'm going to say is this. When Mike McCarthy was there with them Packers, he did pretty good. And when Mike McCarthy was there with Aaron Rodgers only won one Super Bowl. It wasn't with that new coach, LaFleur, is it? Okay, they've been choking with LaFleur, haven't they? They've been choking. They ain't smelt Super Bowl. Now they're probably not even going to make the playoffs, right? Who's the only one he won a Super Bowl with? So he can talk all they want about Aaron Rodgers can dog and Mike McCarthy all he wanted to, but he's the only one you got to chip with. He's the only one you got to chip with. You're a guy, LaFleur, I love playing with LaFleur, and I love this with LaFleur. What you done did with LaFleur? What's up, Jay Lombardi? What you done did with Jay LaFleur? What you done did with Mike LaFleur? Nothing. So you talked all that trash about Mike McCarthy about getting rid of him, but you ain't did nothing since he left. Matter of fact, you've been looking worse since he left. You get what I'm saying? So people need to back off and start giving Mike McCarthy credit, and he got a 5-year deal. Me personally, I'm cool with them staying. I'm cool. I want him to finish this out because who else they going to get besides Sean Payton? And you're going to have to pay some money because I still feel like you got to give up. You think you got to give up draft picks or something? Then Jerry ain't going to go for nobody else. He's going to go for somebody older and ready. So it's only going to be Sean Payton is the only option in my opinion, unless you are promoting somebody from within like a Dan Quinn or a Kellen Moore, which I don't want. You know what I'm saying? I'm over the boy Wonder being a head coach for the Dallas Cowboys, and I want Dan Quinn to stay as a defensive coordinator because I just don't think you're the guy as the coach. I feel like the longer when you jump out of your realm and then you have to do too many other things and then you're not the guy. Being there on defense, I feel like that's Dan's spot. Mike McCarthy, stay here. I'm cool with Mike McCarthy. Finish out your 5-year deal. And I hope you do something in these playoffs because you know what? That's going to make it better for the team. And yes, firing Mike Nolan probably wasn't the best thing, but he probably was trying to see how it went, but he got rid of him. You picked up Dan Quinn. I'm sure that was the front office too. But the whole point of this is Dallas is 8-3. You're probably going to hit back-to-back playoffs since 06-07. He righted the ship with a backup quarterback who won 5 games. If we didn't think that was going to happen, I didn't think it was going to happen. So I got to give this man a lot of props. I got to give him a lot of props as a coach this season. I want him to finish it out. I said it was going to be a lame duck season. I hope it doesn't, okay? Because I want them to do something in these playoffs. And like I said, they have an opportunity to really change a lot of things. the last few things I want to say is this. Y'all have a chance to make history, in my opinion, Dallas. Y'all have a chance to make history. You get what I'm saying? You have a chance to make history because, as I said before, you can do something that no team has done in 26 years. Mike McCarthy, Kellen Moore, Dan Quinn, y'all could be worshipped. All y'all got to do is handle your business in them playoffs. Y'all could be worshipped because Dallas fans are screaming for this championship. We are begging for this championship. You know what I'm saying? We are begging for this championship. So it's right here in your hands to be able to do this. Okay? It's right here in your hands. And the NFC is wide open. We're not scared of Philly. We're not scared of San Francisco. And this is the first time in a long time you potentially don't have Brady or Aaron Rodgers possibly in the playoffs. This is your time to take it. You feel me? So, Mike McCarthy, this is what I'm just begging you is please hold it down. Get it. Take it right now. Because like I said, you can go, everybody be talking about this championship. If you guys can get to a championship game, if you guys can get to a Super Bowl, they'll be talking about this forever. They'll be saying, oh, you were the team that didn't choke. You were the team that rose to the occasion. You are the team. That's what they're all going to be talking about. You are the team that finally did it. Do y'all remember the Boston Red Sox, right? Remember when they were kept choking every year, and even the Atlanta Braves, teams just choking every single year. And remember the Red Sox were choking all the time, and then they finally got over the hump, I believe, when they beat the Yankees. I'm not a baseball connoisseur, but I believe they had kept on choking. How many times do we keep on seeing the Yankees beat them, and the Red Sox would choke every year? They'd be up 4-0, and then the Yankees hit and came back. I'm not a baseball connoisseur, but I do remember when they were choking, and Yankees kept beating them, and they kept getting there and choking. Then finally, they got over the hump, and everybody remembered from here. I still remember it. You feel me? I remember this. I remember them not choking because it was a big deal. You get what I'm saying? So you really can change a lot of things in Dallas Cowboys land, especially when the opportunity is right here to take it. I think this opportunity is better this year than last year. In my opinion, it's better this year than last year. I don't think San Francisco is that guy, even though they got 4 straight shutouts in the second half. I get it. I still don't feel like San Francisco is that dude. That they're not that team. So it's really Dallas, what are you going to do? So Mike McCarthy, continue to do your thing. Continue to do things that Dallas hasn't seen in a while. And like I said, I don't feel like you get rid of a coach that has been back-to-back playoffs for you. I like the culture. I don't like how the front office does, but I like the culture. I do. I like the culture. You get what I'm saying? I like the culture that Mike McCarthy has, and I believe they love Mike McCarthy. I believe those players love him. I believe those players really like him, and he's winning. Okay? He's winning. It's not up and down. It's being consistent, and that's what I like. So, shout out to Mike McCarthy. He deserves a hell of a lot of credit for this 8-3 record, 12-5 last year, potential back-to-back playoffs, and what? How many years has that been? What? 2012? 14 years? You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Braves been choking, but when they finally did it, does everybody remember? You feel me, Will, Anthony? When the Braves finally did it, everybody remembered it. When the Red Sox and them finally did it, everybody remembers it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you too, Rich. You know what I mean? Everybody remembers when you finally are the team that did it, because we all remember those teams that choked. But we're all going to remember the team that finally did it. And Mike McCarthy, Kellen Moore, Dan Quinn, Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, players, Michael Parsons, this is your chance. Once again, I'm really pushing this like every day. This is your chance once again. Shut up the naysayers. Shut up doubters. Shut up everybody. You have the opportunity to do it. You have the team to do it. Once again, you lost Amari Cooper. You're still back in it. You feel me? So, man, it's right here. It's right here. What y'all gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do? You know what I mean? So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But Mike McCarthy definitely deserves credit, and I hope he stays here as the head coach the duration of his contract. I don't think it'll be lame duck. And I know he did go to the one Super Bowl, and for real, 2014, he should have went to that Super Bowl too. But Goofy dropped the ball on the onside kick. He should have had 2 Super Bowl appearances with Green Bay. For real, for real. So, like I said, I just like the way Mike McCarthy has done it here. I was glad that they hired him. I thought it was going to be a lame duck season, but I like how he's really come to the forefront. I like how he knocked away the criticisms. I like how he thwarted Jerry and Steven early in the year. I like how he's kept it together. I like how he has the team tight, looks like. And those things are winning formulas to me. Y'all just have to do it in the playoffs, man. That's all it is. Y'all have to do it in the playoffs. You do it in the playoffs, you'll be worshipped. So, really appreciate everybody jumping in. We got Positively Relentless going down today, tonight at 9:15 with my dog DDP. We're going to talk some more Cowboys football, talk some Colts. We're definitely going to talk those Dallas Mavericks. They won last night over the Golden State Warriors. Gutsy win, but I wasn't impressed. Luka had a triple-double, 41, 12, and 12, I believe. But I wasn't impressed, and I'm going to tell you why. Mavs just signed Kemba Walker. We're going to talk about all that. So make sure you jump in there. Cowboys, Mavericks tonight. And then we got our slew of high school interviews. Already got some set up. We're hitting one Thursday. My guy Kobe Williams, 6'6", offensive lineman, offensive tackle. He's already got some big offers from Southern Mississippi. He's going to be a who's who and going in his senior year. We got a great interview coming with him. We've already interviewed him before. They played in their championship game. They just lost, but it was exciting. Also got my guy Wes Wiggins, who was a freshman starting left tackle, was a dog this year. And I got my guy who's a linebacker, Bryson Walters. You better remember these names because these guys, number 2, I think all these guys can play Power 5 schools. I think all these guys can play Division 1. I'm going to keep it real. Bryson Walters is only a sophomore. He already has the measurables. 6'3", 240 pounds. He's a gym rat. He studies film like no other. He had over 120 tackles his sophomore season. He had 114 his freshman, 121 his sophomore. He's a gym rat. He studies, and we got him on Sunday, man. And we just re-energizing all those interviews. What up, Mel? What up, my dog? We all those interviews that we started, we're going to rehash them. A lot of kids signed scholarships. A lot of kids got some great offers. A lot of kids played in some championship games, and we might have a few champions, especially my cousin out there getting ready to go to LSU. He's playing his championship game right now. So you feel me? So I love it. Keep supporting it like no other. Big Game James, you know how we do. Man, let's try to get this chip, dog, because it's only up from here. You feel me? One love. I appreciate all y'all support. Let's get it, baby. Cowboy Nation, we out. Peace.